This is the fifth tutorial for the use of the Portuguese verb study aid created in Google Sheets, Os Verbos. You will find a link to this Google Sheet and the other tutorials in the description below this video. This one is for adding verbs to the list when creating verb tests. The procedure to add new verbs are as seen. These procedures are also listed on the video homepage. In this first example, we go to the FromPriberam dictionary and conjugate the desired verb. The verb pretender has a standard number of conjugations, 73. Copy the text from the FromPriberam website, including conjugação do verbo, all the way down to the participio passado conjugação. Go to the Os Verbos spreadsheet and click on the plus sign to create another sheet. Paste this conjugation in column A of the new sheet, starting in the cell A1. The past participle, in this case, pretendido, will be in cell A163. If not, the conjugation will need to be moved to specific cells for the macro FromPriberam to work. Later we will see an easy way to ensure the conjugations are in the correct cells for the macro to work. For this first example, however, we are ready to create the code. Click on the cell A1, which should have conjugação do verbo pretender. Go to the Tools menu and select Script Editor. Click on macros.gs file and select from the FromPriberam in the top menu. Click Run. If you click on the spreadsheet, you will see the manipulation of the verb. What you want to see, however, is the execution log of the script in the script editor. This log has two sections of code already formatted and an explanation of other changes that need to be made. Copy the first section from conjugation of the verb pretender to the line that includes the entire line of the variable verb minus pos. Go to the SetUpTest macro and find similar conjugations in the section for the definition of conjugations. Scroll down to the last one and paste your new definition there. It really does not matter the order, though. You can also add or delete anything from lines that start with // These are comment lines. Now from the execution log, copy the second set of code from // including verbs to be added to the final curly bracket. Go back to the SetUpTest macro and find the included verb section. Paste the copy code at the end of this section. The third part of the execution log is just instructions on how you need to change the CreateVerbSelectionPage macro. This macro is probably in the macro.gs file. Scroll down until you find the variable included verbs. You will see a comma-separated list of verbs within square brackets. Each verb will be in double quotes in alphabetical order. Put your new verb in its alphabetical place in the same format. After the comma of the verb before, add a double quote. The right quote might appear automatically. Add the new verb in between the quotes. Make sure the comma appears after the quote and before the next quoted verb. The final change is in the next line. The verb in included verb count needs to be incremented to include the new verb. Make sure your macros are saved. Since you added a new verb, you will need to create a new verb selection page. Old verb selection pages created before should be deleted. In Os Verbos spreadsheet, on any tab, go to the Tools menu and select Macros, and then 98. Criar página para seleção dos verbos. A new tab should be created. Make your selection, including your new verb. Create a new test using this selection by selecting the macro 99, Criar Novo Teste. Give it a test run to make sure everything is as it should be. In the case of a verb with missing conjugations, use a verb that has all for a template. Go to the FromPriberam dictionary again and conjugate the desired verb. In this example, the verb precaver is selected. It means to prevent, beware, or avoid. I don't think I've ever used it, but I chose it because it is not a typical verb. It misses many of the conjugations, as you will see. Precaver has only 54 conjugations instead of 73. Copy this verb as you did earlier. Paste it in cell A1 of the blank spreadsheet. In FromPriberam, conjugate pretender. Copy and paste it in cell B1. Conjugação do verbo pretender should be in cell B1. The word pretendido should be in cell B163. You will notice how the verbs do not align. Precaver starts its conjugation with nós precavamos. Select the cells starting with this first text, not aligned. In this case, nós, in cell A4, until the last conjugation, in this case, the participio passado, precavido, in A133. Cut this. Go down to the row that has the first nós in the typical verb, pretender. In this case, row 10. Select A10. Paste what you cut. Scroll down and do the same until all of your verb tenses and persons align, and the last conjugation of the participio passado ends up in cell A163. If you want to save the model verb, in this case pretender, to add later, cut it from column B and paste it in any column after column G. The verb is now prepared and ready to create the code. Click on the cell A1, which should have conjugação do verbo precaver. Go to the Tools menu and select Script Editor and run the script to generate the code. Modify the two scripts as was done in the first example. Create a new verb selection page as was explained earlier. Create a new test with the new verbs and give the new test a test run.